Get it ready, it's getting hot and heavy. We strongly agree to disagree. This the podcast and the game show and it's popping. Good people, a fun time, talking about so many topics. Hey, don't hold back, come and vibe with me. Yeah, you gon' have a really good time with me and your friends. Yes, indeed, strongly agree to disagree. Hey, let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hello.
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Are you busy?
What's going on, y'all?
No, I'm not busy at all. I have nothing to do besides this. This is it.
You a glutton for punishment.
Robbie, you looking good today.
Thank you.
Nice little rose. Who's that rose from?
From my very special friend.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay. All right. Chris, what's going on, Chris?
You asking to get your ass whooped. I ain't gonna save you.
How you that nosy where you notice that? Like, I literally have watched her screen, didn't even notice. He like, what's that?
I pay attention.
That's why I block my shit out. You ain't about to be like, you have clothes on your bed?
Right. Are those handcuffs?
Like, you that's some nasty motherfucker.
Tawana, are those handcuffs behind you?
I'm sure. No. I'm almost positive it is.
Lord Jesus.
All right, salute to everybody that's here. This is Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree. Once again, this is a game show, talk show revolving around the game Specturm by Jubilee. Card game, good card game. We answer prompts. We tell each other whether we agree or strongly agree or disagree or strongly disagree, and then we argue it out for fictitious points and bragging rights. So far, I've won every single episode.
Do you need this hat?
Nigga, please.
This hat right
Even
here.
the math don't be math.
I can send this to you.
Send him one, please. Make sure it's extra black. Okay.
Well, damn, that was vicious.
Dang.
That was vicious.
You got E Black quiet.
That was pretty vicious. So salute to everybody. Make sure that if you want to vote, go right now to the Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel. I'm dropping the link in my own personal chat. Hopefully the others will follow suit and drop the link there. That's where we vote. That's where the conversation is. Sooner or later, I think within the next couple of episodes, we'll be exclusively over there. And so get used to it. Have fun. Salute to D, the degenerate, Joseph Neal. We are talking about everything. I think. Wait a second. This guy must be on my channel. We're not freaky today.
We talking about a whole bunch of Joseph.
That's right.
Bunch. You'll see.
All right. So since
it get fresh in here. Mm-hmm.
Since we're here, and since we love to do the black card first,
yes,
let's do our first black card.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot. These are what's that? Okay. I'm sorry, they're a little blurry, so I'm just
Why
gonna
look like that. What's that about?
I'm sorry, I was rushing.
No,
Ain't no half stepping.
Don't be doing that on our why you doing us like that?
Okay.
Right. You ain't do us like that yesterday
Be
when you
clear
was
on
over there.
all your other damn channels. All your shit is clear. Okay, you come to
Mm.
our channel, now you giving us blurry and all that kind of shit. Okay?
Right, that contract for the 50 Shades of Grey, that was real clear. We was able to read every word.
I zoomed in too.
Y'all go check that out. Go check it out.
So
Yeah.
now y'all got me blushing already. I lose interest in someone after we've slept together. I lose interest in someone after we've slept together. Do you agree? Strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree? What say you? I'm gonna go with Robbie first.
It just kind of depends.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that answer on the board. Would you like to clarify with the clarifying answer?
If it's horrible, strongly agree. If it's amazing, strongly disagree. So I think I'm better off staying right in the middle.
Boo.
I'm gonna think you're gonna say agree because that means you would lose interest if it's bad. So
I mean, but that's not. I'm gonna have to strongly disagree because, well, I'll get into it.
you're strongly disagree.
Yes, I'm strongly disagree.
Tawana,
I strongly disagree.
you strongly disagree.
Sisterhood for the win.
Yeah,
Chris,
I do.
I disagree.
you disagree. Wow, brother.
Brother,
I strongly agree.
you gonna be fighting for.
This is how the panel. This is how the panel shaked out. And we all know if there's one side of the board against the other, we
Get him
fight.
up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight back.
All right. So why do you disagree with this, Tawana?
I strongly disagree because I get an attachment prior to that. So that's never ruined the attachment for me. Like, even if it's bad, if I love you or if I have feelings for you, I'll work with it. Like, I'll work with you, I'll figure it out. So sex has never ruined a real connection for me. And it's never made me lose interest in someone. So no, that's never happened to me before. So that's why I disagree. I can't speak for everybody else.
Okay. The next person to cap is Raw B. Let's go.
Cause I get so weak in the knees. No, seriously though. If I'm gonna have sex with you, I have to agree with and piggyback of what Tawanda said. Like, we already, mentally connected. Like, you put a spell on me. So I don't think I've ever had bad sex. I don't really know what bad sex is.
Okay. Chris, why'd you betray the brotherhood?
Well, I know what I know what bad sex feels like, and trust me when I say I lost interest with them. Well, I eventually lost interest with them, combined with some other things. But overall, I have to have some type of interest in you to sleep with you, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Now, bad sex is gonna piss me off for the moment, but I'm not gonna say that's gonna be the straw that broke the camel's back for me to just cut ties with you and just move on to the next one. I that's not me. I don't do that. That leads for bad karma.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are all cap. There's a thing called post nut clarity. that y'all know we
Go
experience.
ahead, back yourself in
Once
the
you
corner. I
slept
got
with
you.
somebody, you realize that this person really is not somebody who I want to keep around. It was fun. Maybe the cat and mouse game was fun, but after a while, they're not really that interesting. They're, I enjoyed the dating, I enjoyed the frills, but for the most part, no. This person isn't what I want to do. Which is why personally I've always said, the faster you've had sex with a person, you really get to know somebody, and then you get to really go over humps. Because let's be honest, we are all sexual. Well, I want to say we are all. I'm a sexual person. Therefore, if I'm not connecting with you sexually, it's going to be very damn hard for me to keep interest in you, because I don't think there's that much other than just being best. We can be best friends. We can talk on the phone and hang out and play Scrabble, I guess. But for the most part, if I'm interested in you, I have to be interested in the whole experience. And sexuality is a very important part of that. So I strongly agree. Once you have sex with somebody, you can also lose interest very quickly.
Ooh.
Okay, you had to have sex with this person to come to the realization this ain't gonna work.
Right.
The signs, you saw the signs on day one. You saw the signs in day 30, 60, or whatever. You waited till you busted nuts to be like, you know what? This ain't where I wanted to be.
Right.
Pretty much. That sounds accurate.
You Donnell Jones.
That
Get over her.
sounds like
I can get over her.
like you wanted to get your rocks off,
Right.
and that person was just
And you weren't
conveniently
interested any
in your
damn way.
vicinity.
Exactly.
If I'm not interested, it's not sex that's going to change that for me. I can like not be interested and still have sex with you, right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's not like, oh, that's gonna change me that for me. It's more so just that statement is too definitive for me. Like, oh, I lose interest after I sleep with somebody. No, that's not true. I don't do that. I think that's
ladies, y'all act like y'all don't be hitting and quitting brothers too. Like y'all be really acting like y'all don't be hitting quitting brothers. Y'all gave them a little piece, and then y'all say, you know what?
That don't mean that it was bad. Well,
but it doesn't mean that we're not talking about.
Right.
We're not talking about bad sex. We're just saying interested in the person. So
y'all see E Black.
It doesn't mean. Well, I guess, but you're saying it like that's the determining factor for you.
Cat.
I'm not saying it
like that makes you sway one way or the other. So if you like that person and then you have sex, you have this post nut clarity where you don't want to date with. I'm good now. I didn't have that. Now what the way you chew is stupid. I don't like you no more, huh? Like you start stuff in your brain.
And actually, yes. Actually,
so E Black, I want to say this. Let's say
like, damn, you ain't really got a car.
Okay.
Like, damn, man. Like, you really live at your parents' house? Like, damn, okay. Like, okay. After sex, then maybe, you know what? This really isn't really something. Like,
I'm going to tell you what
so, E Black, I want to ask a question. She cusses you out. She leaves the toilet seat up. She dirties up the house. Her breath stinks. And along with everything else on her body that stinks, you bust a nut. It was the best sex you probably ever had. You still sticking around?
I think that we can overcome a lot with sexual attraction.
Bullshitting already. This is on the topic number one.
Let's be real about this. We overcome a lot of our partner's flaws. We overcome a lot of our partner's flaws because of sex. So I think on the reverse side, we can also say, hey, maybe the sex is not enough.
Full of shit this guy is.
Stop the cat. That's right. Shout out to my chat not going up for E Black and his bullshit. Stop the cap.
I think it's because of the connection you have with the person, not just
I believe, I'm going to say this. I believe a man's semen is worth $311,000 on the course of 18 years. I don't need to bust a nut to realize if I need to be with you or not, because my shit it costs a lot. So
okay, let him know.
So to earn So I'm saying, be safe with your semen brothers. Don't waste your semen on some chick to be like, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work. No, we're not doing that. Semen costs too much these days.
No, we have to be real about this.
Right.
Like I
right.
said, what is the term post nut clarity about? After all of the, after you've had sex with somebody,
Do you want me to be
all of the-
honest?
yes.
That is a scapegoat to get out of a situation that you don't want to be in anymore. And
But you had sex with a
you just
person.
want one more nut on the way out.
Ugh.
That's a dude that's lying to himself because he already know what the leg hit for before he cracked them legs open, before he cracked that Red Lobster, honey. He knew he was only going to get the all-you-could-eat buffet for one day. He was going to be full. He ain't want no more. But he done lied to the girl and told her all
But
life type of fool la.
I do think more men feel that way. I think E Black is correct. I think that men a lot of times be like, after they do that, they done. And
That's a lie.
Like a lot of men are like that.
If you feel that way, go masturbate.
And
Oh my God.
Right there.
And I don't think it's just men. I mean, it's some women, but I've seen in my life, okay, in my experience, I've seen men more so be that way. So I do believe that you know, E Black got that nigga in him. You know what I mean? He got that nigga in him. That's what they do. You know, and they gonna lose interest right after they hit.
No, they're not.
Somebody on my
no, they're not, because they come right back. They come right back for round 2 and 3. They just lose interest in a relationship. They ain't lose interest in the box. They ain't lose interest in what that mouth do. So that's a lie. That's cap. Stop the cat.
Salute to Cowboy OG on my team. He said post-nut clarity is a real thing according to psychology.
Thank you. According
to psychology.
According to what psychology?
What psychology?
Thank you. This has been looked up. This is a medical term for men. Thank you.
You gonna get this work, nigga.
Now we're gonna look it up. Post nut clarity.
If you can only find a Wikipedia on it, it ain't for real. It ain't for real. Like it's no psychology term. Stop. Let's not give our people misinformation now. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is a lie.
Do not let these people sway your vote. When you go to the strongly agree to strongly disagree channel, go there. Vote right now. Vote with clear conscience. Do not vote based on their opinions, okay?
Oh, see, now what we finna do, because now y'all played in my face.
There we go.
Y'all done played in my face. We're gonna actually talk about what post-nut clarity is for the pundits and the liars. And the liars. Go ahead, share the screen, please. I can read out loud. Don't make me start reading out loud. You know I'm good at
that. Yeah, that's what it is, right? Mm-hmm.
Post-nut clarity and post-nut syndrome are terms that are often used interchangeably. While they have had very similar definitions, they're two very separate experiences. The primary difference between the two can be explained by emotions. It's nice to know men have emotions. Mm-hmm. Post-nut clarity is when you experience some sort of guilt following a climax, primarily over how you achieved an orgasm. This feeling could be the results of having an affair, watching pornography, or hooking up with a friend or coworker. This can all be explained by the orbitofrontal cortex, the part of the brain that's responsible for reasoning and decision-making. Oh my gosh. But it's not that you less interested, you just feel guilty. Now, post-nut...
Go ahead.
Post-nut syndrome is crying or euphoria. Ooh, after you done busted that nut. So why y'all always talking that shit y'all talking? Why y'all not talking about the fake date?
The fake
y'all
what?
Be crying and happy after y'all bust that nut. Let me see you cry. Let me see your leg shake. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You mean the third leg?
That's me. I do. Yeah, nobody agrees with you, E-Black. It's just
nobody.
All right, we're just gonna close it out.
I feel like that's you who voted.
I did. I will admit, I did vote for myself for this. I will admit that because
nobody literally agrees with you besides you.
That's right.
I'm ending the poll. Okay, you guys started off with the W. Yeah. I'm gonna be generous.
Here we go.
Because
you a victim.
I cheated, I'm giving each one of you guys 400 points. I will take 100 points. Is that fair?
Not he's calculating accurately today. Amen.
How do you
Jesus
get
under the
100?
blood.
I don't even know
Under
how
the
you
blood.
get 100 points though. I'm trying to figure this out. You shouldn't get none.
Truth is, you can't win.
The rare time I actually win the poll, I got to share it with second and third place. What the fuck?
I mean, you agreed with the women, so, and you didn't even really strongly disagree. You know, so let's just be honest about it.
Why he disagreed?
The crowd leaned towards me because I make sense.
Next question. Next question.
Just stay on the winning team. Just stay on the right side.
We need an HR department.
I am HR.
I'm fine with you.
Defund the police. Defund the police.
Uh-oh.
Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with
defund the police.
I love that part of the movie. Oh, I love that. Martin's funny.
So what say you guys? Chris, what say you?
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go first whenever y'all ready.
Robbie. Are you on mute, Robbie?
She tugged. What?
Robbie? Or is that a dramatic pause?
These questions
are neutral.
Tripping.
Neutral.
No, neutral. See, these questions got her tripping. She talking about neutral.
Robbie, come on. Are you doing this today?
And I am neutral. I don't answer these type of questions. I'm sorry. The HR department respectfully declines.
Okay. This is controversial, so.
Okay,
that's right.
I feel like you should let it pass because it's political. It's a lot of things. But not
nigga, please.
We can talk about having.
I'm gonna answer it. I'm saying.
I think this is where Tawana and if Robbie wants to remain neutral, I think we should honor that request.
Because it's
nigga, please.
Go ahead, Tawana.
I strongly disagree.
Gosh.
Strongly disagree.
All right, and I strongly agree. You guys are killing me.
Hey.
Why am I?
You sound like a Gen Z talking about that. Strongly agree, man.
No. Okay, I will start. Go ahead, Chris. You said you were.
Let me go real quick because I think we need to be a little bit responsible here and try to provide as much context as we possibly can. Now, when it comes to defund the police, the narrative is to defund the street soldiers, the ones who are actually doing the patrol. Now, they don't make enough money as is. Let me just make that perfectly clear. Other than that, I will be a police officer versus in the security field where I make a little bit more money. Now, when it comes to defunding, if you're talking about defunding the streets, the patrolmen, I'm going to strongly disagree with that all day, every day. Because truth be told, the ones that needs to be defunded is the actual, you're talking about the captains, the lieutenants, and so on and so forth. They don't want to give up their funds at all, because truth be told, all that resource was going to be allocated to certain communities that need to be fixed, certain schools that need to provide more attention. So if the how can I say it? The greedy people, I put an air quote, if they want to keep their money, perfectly fine. But that money needs to be allocated to the patrolmen because you have them working 8 hours, sometimes 16 hours, depending whatever call they are answered to. So why don't, if you're going to keep the money and not give it to the citizens that you're supposed to protect, perfectly fine. Give it to the patrolmen. And that's where all of their phones went quiet and went silent. So the idea of defunding the police, they're talking about the patrolmen, I strongly disagree.
Okay. Tawana?
We need them. We goddamn need them. I don't care what nobody say. We need the police. They protect us in certain ways. I understand if there's issues. I know that it's not perfect, and I do think we should advocate to get them more training, get the screening a little bit better. But defunding them, hell to the no. I disagree. I think that communities will suffer tremendously. I think that protection is necessary. I think police do have a purpose and in our communities. I think they do are needed, are necessary. So yeah, there needs to be some, changes within the force in terms of what types of resources are available to people. But do I believe completely that defunding the police is the answer? Hell to the no. Like, I disagree completely, and I am strongly against it.
What she said.
I totally strongly agree. I believe that we already spend money on the police, and we got to understand policing is not the way to solve societal problems. Community involvement, socially conscious programs solve majority of our issues. You got to understand, back in the days when a person was on drugs, they used to go to a thing called a rehab center. Heroin addicts used to go to a rehab center. They wouldn't be arrested. Police officers do not even want to deal with most of the stuff that's going on. They want to deal with criminals, not drug addicts. This is what it truly means to defund the police. It's the allocation of funds. It's the demilitarization of police, because let's be honest, police officers coming to your house for a domestic violence case with an AK-47 and hollow point bullets is not the answer. That's the reason why we have people getting shot up for minor crimes, because police are overly militarized. We need to defund them. We need to properly train them, allocate the funds to proper training, create special mental health groups. We also need to create other things that can help community involvement and self-policing, which is essentially what the policemen do want. So I think sometimes we hear defund the police, we say just cut the money and just let them get less pay. No, it means allocate it for proper policing, and that's the best way. I'm sorry.
I respectfully disagree, and here's why. Because when you talk about allocating resources, that's exactly what you're saying. Take away of the funding, because we're trying to protect the community. Now, don't get me wrong, self-policing, I totally agree. But we're talking about those instances where self-policing doesn't mean a damn thing. It sounds good in a rap song. As long as I get to do whatever I want to do in the community that I want to do it, and I want to uphold the whole no snitching thing. And if you do snitch, I'm coming after you. This is where the police comes into play. This is where the police needs to have such weaponry that seems militarized, or whatever the case may be, because there's actually situations that happen in our community that doesn't always make the news. This is where it's necessary. Now, you talk about being called to a simple domestic case, and they're coming there with AKs or whatever. The only reason why they will come with AKs and all this other stuff, for the most part, obviously, is because on that 911 phone call, they was given information that says it warrants that you might want to have this weapon because of whatever's in the house, and due to what happened to the victim previously, because we know this is not a first-time situation. So we will later find out if they was what's going to look for, if they was overreacting, and whatever the case may be. The sergeant's going to get held accountable, the lieutenant's going to get held accountable, the captain's going to get held accountable. Who holds them accountable? Usually internal affairs will do it. Would it be internal affairs bureaus or the internal affairs department? There's always some form of accountability. Now, does that get publicized in the media? It does not. They usually handle that in-house. But to say, when you say defund the police, you're taking all the resources that they need to protect us. And like I said, the patrolmen already don't have little resources as far as getting paid enough, because they don't get paid enough.
So, when was the last time you've seen a police officer in a, let's say, a Magnum coupe, Mustangs, BMW bicycle, i5. These people have the allocation of funds. It is their own officers, it is their own contracts that they're negotiating is not paying them. That's the issue. You got to understand this. The reason, the way people get, the police officers get paid is a negotiation between the city and the police union. The police union then takes the allocated fund and then pays the police officers. Maybe the people at the top, superintendents, to take pay cuts so their officers can get paid. Maybe
pay cuts.
Oh, now it's not about the street soldiers. I thought it was about the street soldiers.
You said
no. When I said
that is not true.
When I said the captain and the superintendent, supervisor need to take a pay cut. Now they don't.
If you say they need to, I agree.
Hold on,
I agree.
Okay, so once again, it's not, like I said, it's not about the street cops. It's about giving the street cops an opportunity to do what they really want to do is fight crime. They should not be answering calls to medical teams, to medical issues. They should not be handling every homeless person who's having a schizophrenic breakdown. We can allocate funds to, say, a hospital's force group, task force group that can handle these situations. That way, the police officers can handle what they really want to do. Bank robbery.
I disagree with you, E Black, because defund the police. Absolutely, a lot of the articles that I've read specifically says to reduce the police force, to cut the budget in half, to take away a lot of the resources. Defund is exactly what I'm envisioning it to be, meaning that they're going to take the resources already allocated to police officers and reduce it. And I am totally against that. We need what's in place currently. Yes, there's broken processes.
So our process right now is perfect.
No,
the way that we police our society.
Hold on, perfect. But what you're saying is not going to be perfect either. Community intervention, there are programs that are out there. There are a lot of things that happen in the community right now. And when you look at crime rates, because you brought that up, crime rates in the police force versus crime rates in our own community, they're 3-4 times higher than anything that's happening in the police officers, and that's nationwide numbers. So we cannot say that the police officers are committing more crime than we're doing in our own communities. That's not true. And I understand that there's things that happen. Yes, I agree with that. But I'm saying to you that defunding the police is not the answer. Adding more funds to other community things that we need, yes, we can do that. I think we do need more psychologists. We do need more therapists. We do need more intervention. People who know how to deal with trauma, people who can inform them on trauma training, other resources. But that is not defunding the police. That's actually getting more funding and pressing the city to give more funding in your communities, especially Chicago, where I live. We have a high violence and we need more funding here for police. Like, they don't have enough funding. They're working 24 hours. Sometimes they don't even get sleep. So I don't agree with what you're saying.
Do those officers in Chicago still handle mental health calls?
Mental health calls, whatever calls that come in.
Exactly. So why don't we give them the opportunity to have their break to do what they really want to do, is investigate crimes and create special task force that can actually do what they're here to do.
They don't have those already.
We have. Let's be honest. What is a constable, or what is a constable? The people who do the servicing when people get evicted, right?
Like the civil calls.
Yes. Those people are a part. They're technically police officers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they only have one job to do. They're deputies, whatever. They have one job to do, which is to handle whether funerals, city call, civil. Services,
civil stuff. Yes, I understand.
Why is that any different from saying, you know what? Why don't we replicate that type of process and put that towards drug intervention?
How does that explain? Give me the steps. How does that look like?
Because the average police officer is not necessarily guns and cops and robbers out here chasing criminals. The average cop is handling really public stuff. that really society needs to fix on its own. We are using the police as a way to scrub the ground.
Respectfully, I gotta stop you. No.
And that's not what intended for the police to be. I want to remind you guys, the way that we used to have the government set up was that drug addicts used to go to rehab centers.
Right.
That was the way we used to do.
They still do that. Go ahead.
We no longer call prisons rehabilitation centers. They are punishment centers.
No, they're not rehabilitation centers.
We're not rehabilitating nobody.
Well, we're talking about defunding the police. The police. Yes. Okay, so police. What I'm saying to you is, we don't even have enough resources in the current structures that we have. So how is it that we're going to defund them and actually remove resources from what we need, what we already have, and we need better compensation for them to attract more qualified candidates. To be honest, to be frank, we need better compensation packages for them. We need different type of training. We need all these resources that's going to cost money. So defunding them is not the answer, because you're going to have
it's going to make the problem worse.
You're going to have to pay for qualified people to train and to actually give these people the right resources that they need to have to help people that come in. But
the reason why you got to pay them so much, is because they're doing so much on the job. If I was to tell you at your job that you didn't have to do 85 to 80% of what you do, you would still get paid the same amount. Everybody would take that deal. Shoot, I get paid the same amount, and you're taking 80%.
Well, you're talking about
the problem is that the reason why policemen need to get paid more is because they do so much. They have to take care of the homeless. They have to take care of the sick people, the domestic violence calls, the stop. That is the reason why it costs, because they have to do so much. If it was just about cops and robbers, we just get security guards.
No. Stop. This is my field of expertise. Nobody say a word. And I'm in a city right now where the police is understaffed. They continuously try to recruit me. I say no. They are understaffed. They don't have enough bodies. They are handling all of the criminal calls. We have one of the slowest response times with PD. That's why they like the security company that I work for. They love us so much because we respond just like that. And we handle the homeless, the civil calls, or whatever case may be. And the best thing to do is just to de-escalate the situation and make it go away, while the police are handling other situations where that could have been a 2 or 3 hour work time. Wait time.
The reason why we don't have police officers, and a lot of times passing out parking tickets, is because it's a bad way of resources spent on their services. We don't want police going down the block saying you're parked on this street on a Wednesday, it's garbage day. We rather allocate funds to have a special task force to handle social issue.
But they already have them, literally. What are we talking about? So reallocate something that they already got in place. How does that make sense?
We need more money for this. This is it's important, especially, and I think they should do a survey and demographic study, population study, look at the city and the needs within each city. I'm not saying that it should be across the board the same, because every city is different. One thing I don't agree with police force is that they don't go into each city with a different perspective. It's kind of universal everywhere. Everybody does it the same. We need to actually look at every city differently, every neighborhood differently, allocate funding. So
thank you, Moxie.
It's different. It's not. The answer is not to cut the funding. I just disagree with you.
Why is it? Why?
You haven't really convinced.
Salute to Moxie. Salute to Moxie. She said pay them more. If they're doing a lot of work, like you said, E-Black, they're doing all this extra stuff. Compensate them.
No,
there should be no police. Depending on where you live at, there should be no police officer getting paid $40,000 a year.
No, how about we pay them the exact amount for them to figure out a better way to do what they're doing, because what they're doing is not working. We're seeing kids getting shot in the middle of the streets. We're seeing people who have episodes get beat up or sent to jail. We're seeing drug addicts not getting treated and be getting released right back into the public. This is not working. How about we say, you know what? Since you're into community policing, how about you take the money that you have and figure out a better way to be a police officer other than just billy clubs and tasers and bullets? I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
you know what? If
if
it's hurting y'all so much, here's a little bit on the top so you can wear a green uniform or some shit that, or you can get Batman uniforms to beat up. Like, come on now. We are a sophisticated society to where we can actually think of ways to better police than just basically running cars up and down the streets. And every problem, we all of a sudden are just knee-jerk reaction, arrest, go to jail. There has to be a better way. And I think we can allocate, I think because as a taxpayer, I think we can demand for the police officer to be more accountable for their action and for us a better way of allocating.
We agree.
All the issue.
Well, no one on this panel or no one's watching is going to say the police cannot be better. Nobody's going to say
Nobody says that, yeah.
Not one person on this panel.
I do think that there's issues within the. I mean, there's just issues within America in general. I think we can't ignore that. It's a huge issue, especially in certain communities. You know that police officers historically have had some issues in certain communities. They're more aggressive with us. It's all these things. I've experienced it firsthand myself. Other people I've witnessed. I've seen my father go through it. All these types of things. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm ignoring those social issues that are clearly, but it's institutionalized racism in all institutions, not just the police force. It's actually. Now we're more vocal and it's getting better and we're able to call it out and we're able to record it and videotape and I think people should continue to do that and call it out. And I'm not saying that there's not issues within the police force. I absolutely agree with that 100%. But I just don't agree with defunding. That's all I'm saying.
Right, because that will literally make the problem worse.
Okay,
underpaid officers take away their money. Good luck with that. Let me see how that works out.
We're not saying take away their money. We're just saying basically pay them, and figure out a better way to create a better police force. I have no problem with saying, hey, like I said, if you really look at how we technically police our society, yeah, we have process servers, we have people who handle parking tickets. Somebody thought of a better idea than just having people with guns walking up and down the street giving tickets. There
are some civilians who appreciate those police officers walking up and down the streets with their uniforms and their equipment, so that way they can act as a uniform presence for any antagonist that wants to commit a crime against them as soon as they hit the corner.
Okay. All right. Look, I give up. I see I'm the only person who loves humanity and society.
Oh, get the fuck.
I see how this is going. Okay, so far
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
I think E-Black didn't vote this time, so there's no votes.
I did not vote this time. I'm waiting for anybody who wants to vote and give me a pity vote. You can go over right now to the Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel.
Oh, it went up by 6%.
You guys right now can vote right now on this issue on the Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel. Whether we want a free society with proper funding, please vote right now. Are about to close this damn vote.
Somebody voted.
All right, we're gonna close this poll right now. We're gonna close this poll right now. There we go. We're gonna close this.
Black got 3,000 points. Everybody else got 2.
I don't put no ideas in his head because he'll take it.
All right, so you guys, of course, won that debate. I was unable to motivate any of our citizens into a better society. I think I did very much better. So this time I'm going to take 200 and you guys take 300 because
what the fuck?
Robbie quit.
2 for 2.
Robbie quit.
And split in a 3-way tie.
He got cooked. I don't care about that. He got cooked.
What's that?
He almost wanted to quit too.
Who, him? Him, I agree. Him, I agree. Him, yes.
Where is Jesus? Where's Jesus when you need him? I need
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood.
That's my favorite part. I love when he do that.
All right.
Hilarious.
All right. So
Y'all good now? Y'all good now? Cause y'all was squabbling.
Oh, look, I'm sweating.
Y'all was squabbling.
Where you at? Where you at, Rob B? I was sweating and shit. Like, come on. Oh,
I told y'all I wasn't participating in that conversation. Don't need it.
He's so funny.
all right. So just in the spirit of feistiness, our next question is let's get the board together. Abortion should be legal everywhere. Abortion should be legal everywhere.
Oh, you just today decided you just went through and was like,
are we going for it today?
I
Yeah,
swear,
we going for
he
it.
ain't playing. This
I'm testing all y'all. Okay.
This
So
was controversial topics. Pick.
Man, abortion should be legal everywhere. I strongly agree. Let's go.
okay. Tawana?
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Robbie? Robbie, is your mic on?
Disagree. I strongly disagree.
Is your mic on mute, Robbie, again?
I strongly disagree.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Robbie. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna have to agree. I'm gonna just have to agree on principle.
What you apologize to her for? She gonna hold it down and she gonna be able to support all the listen.
Man, how many people's watching on her channel? She be having that unfair advantage and shit.
She might space with the whole people, okay? So don't be apologizing. You gotta apologize later, just in case, okay?
All right.
She might
just in case anybody wants to know, you can vote only on Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel. Those are the only places that it counts. So if you're watching from other channels, please make your way over there. The links should be in the chat. And I'm going to go first because I have some typing to do. I think it should be illegal everywhere because I believe that what we're watching right now
or
illegal, then you belong
legal.
on my
It should
side.
be legal. It should be legal.
Legal. Okay, you said
illegal.
You said
I know
illegal.
I slurred my words. That's what I did.
Oh no! Stop! If it should be legal everywhere, nah, I strongly disagree. Sorry.
Wait, it should. Are you changing your vote?
It should be illegal.
Yeah, he's changing his vote.
That's right. Come on over to the winning side.
Disagree. Sorry. Sorry. That's my fault, y'all. I strongly disagree. I don't believe abortion should be illegal. Should be legal anywhere.
Okay.
My bad. My apologies.
All right. So can I continue now?
Yep.
All right. So once again, I believe in the privacy of a person's body. Once again, I think anybody who wants to have a medical procedure has the right. I think it's up to the government to basically regulate it, when and how. But I don't think you should not make it illegal. I think it's the right of a human being to regulate their own body and or I should say, they should have the right to have a privacy within their doctor, with their doctor, and not have the government tell them how much or how least they should be able to do something with it. So that's my reason. Do I think? But I will say this: I do agree that a state does have a right to bring it to their citizens to vote. And that's my agreement. So, all right, Chris, why'd you change your mind?
I changed my mind because I didn't properly read that, so my apologies for that. But the reason why I strongly disagree is because we can make the exception for the R word, incest, and the mother cells. I think we can all agree to that's a justifiable reason to get an abortion. Other than that, you made a bad decision or you regret your decision. You got to live with your regrets because you need to. There's certain steps you got to go through to make the conscious effort to sleep with somebody, and you guys, not you guys, but people tend to forget about the consequences of what happens when you have sex. There's a action, there's a reaction. The reaction could possibly be you getting pregnant, and now we talk about post-nut clarity in the first topic. Now start to sink in like there's a life form that's inside of me, and there's a human being that's going to be here in 9 months, and I don't have a good enough job. I don't have a good living situation. Okay, I think we're going to abort the baby. How about this? Think about all this stuff before you decide to sleep with somebody or sleep with anybody. Are you prepared for that potential outcome of you raising a child? If you're not, keep your legs closed, fellas. Keep your third leg inside your pants and use some common sense. Stop looking for the easy way out, because you're talking about one regret of having a child. There's another regret of killing one. So yeah, I strongly disagree. Abortion should be legal nowhere.
Tawana, what do you think?
You know what? This whole conversation about chastity, it never pans out because people do not make those decisions. People make irresponsible decisions every day. It should be a basic human right. If you can get a damn BBL that killed more people than I don't even know how many, like literally, if you can get any other procedure and you can elect to have these procedures done, when you can change your sex in America, you can do all these things, but you're telling me that I can't make a decision to not have a child that I don't want to have. I absolutely disagree with it being illegal anywhere. Okay, because number one, it is a human right. If I choose to do that, I want to do that. I don't have to have a child. You can make those decisions for a lot of different reasons outside of outside of all these other things. There is reasons that are sufficient beyond that, and a person should be able to make their own decision for their life. You cannot force a person to have some morality clause that they don't have to have. What if they don't believe in that same morality that you believe in? Maybe they made peace with their maker. I disagree that we should have rights that tell someone that they cannot get rid of something that they want to get rid of that is connected to them and their body. I just disagree completely, 100%. So yes, it should be legal, period.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Everybody's over here having abortions like abortion is a birth control option, right? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have a society full of shitty people. Did anybody ever stop to think, maybe y'all are killing off all the good people and y'all are birthing all the shitty ones? I know people that have abortions, like abortions are, free at the club. Like abortion is a winning lotto ticket. Spend $1, scratch it, have a dream. Yeah, sure, you could have a lot of stupid ass, surgeries and shit in America. Sure. Everybody, go ahead, have every surgery, put your life at risk, and, drink a glass of bleach. The reality is when you go under anesthesia, you know that you're signing a paper saying that you potentially will end your own life. If your body is not meant to give life to a person, it's such thing as a spontaneous abortion. Anything outside of that is a selfish choice because you don't want to stand under the weight of the responsibility that you had. I do agree. If you've been raped, and even then, it's still a hard pass for me because you don't know who the child is that you have within your womb. The funny thing is, it goes over a lot of people's head why Roe versus Wade was repealed. Roe versus Wade was repealed because of the numbers of, different demographics within society. Y'all ain't having kids anymore because y'all got rid of them all. At this pace, humanity will end within the next 40 years. Good job. As it presently stands, we do not have an elderly class of people to replace the elderly people that are dying today. So who's going to actually pay into Social Security? Who's going to benefit from Social Security? Did you ever wonder why our society is in the over trillions and trillions of dollars of deficit? It's because there are no earners. But again, everybody do what you want. I'll be quiet.
Now, I want to jump in here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. 44 million babies since 1973. 44 million, and you want to keep it Black community at around 20 million since 1973. And also, to piggyback off of what Robbie said, I'm just going to throw this out there. I think there was somebody who probably could have came up with the cure to these uncurable diseases. Let's just throw AIDS out there as an example. So someone gonna say, how come the cure? How come no one has found the cure? I don't know. Maybe he's one of the 44 million babies y'all aborted since 1973. We would never fucking know.
And y'all don't need to know. They made a decision. They don't got to materialize. The people who's supposed to be here are here. I believe in faith. I believe in that. So I just feel like y'all can't say that somebody y'all never met could have been a brain surgeon. You don't know what they could have been. They could have been they could have been another terrorist. They could have been another psycho in the community too. It's so many different what ifs. All I'm saying is if you can get a BBW and die and make those decisions, why can't you get an abortion if you want to? Like, I feel that
because
if
those are not
mutually to get that, that's what a one. Like, I don't understand, and it ain't even always women. Sometimes the men want it too, and the women do it like, oh yeah, good.
Men want a BBW?
No, abortion. We're talking about abortions. I'm just saying that.
Hide the money, y'all.
Oh, yes, men get BB. Oh, where you live? You live in Atlanta. You see them. Y'all see them. If you live in Atlanta, you see the men with the BBWs. Don't play with me. Don't play. Y'all know they get them. The BBLs, the BB, what all that. All that.
I need to hear that. Son of a bitch.
Y'all know they get it. I didn't see them shaking them. Okay.
Oh.
So stop it. All I'm saying is it's like we have these selective outrage and morality clauses that should not interfere in a logical decision to do something that you think is beneficial to you in your life. It's like the government's trying to control everything that a person is able to do for themselves. If I want to make that decision for myself, just like a woman want to get a size S breast, if that's what she want to do, go ahead and get it. It's legal. It's stupid because they don't even make bras like that, but she wants to do that. So why not allow? If you can allow her to do that, then why can't you? Why are you so concerned about something that science have proven is not a living thing? It has no feelings. It has none of these things that people try to promote and say, oh, this it has all these things. It feels it, all this. You're muted, E-Black. I feel like you're talking, but you're muted.
and Tawana, just to add something, where does it stop? If we're talking about the process of life and we're talking about preserving the process of life, why don't we just make it against the law for men to masturbate?
You're on me, baby girl.
You're on me. You're on me. Now
I'm sorry. Make it illegal to or have an orgasm in a woman that you're not married to or something. Like, I swear, it's like, does it stop? Where does it stop? Because at the end of the day, there's so many things that could be punishable if we start to punish those types of things. That's all I'm saying. It opens the floodgates.
And obviously, those go on in other countries where they got rules like that in place. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to plastic surgery, there's for medicinal reasons and there's for recreational reasons. You talk about BBWs, breast stuff, all that stuff. There's no health reason for you to get one. You don't like the body you got, take your ass to the gym.
They be saying it's health reasons. They lie too.
No, you actually can't lie about BBL and breast augmentation unless you have had a double mastectomy, under which your insurance will cover the breast augmentation. Otherwise, it's an elective surgery, and most insurance
not the augmentation. We're talking about when they do the aesthetics, like, oh, they just trying to
and tell me the medicinal reason
that's what it's called. It's called the breast augmentation. When people get bigger, that's what it is.
but it's
Hey, can
not.
somebody tell me the
Yeah.
medicinal reason for a BBW?
A BBL.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
I can tell you the medicinal reason for a BBW, but this is gonna turn
you know
into a
what? I
different
just
type
thought
of
of a show
show.
idea. I'm gonna save it.
Lord Jesus.
It's gonna turn into a different type of show. It's gonna turn into a different type of show.
Where's Will at? He can tell you a lot of medicinal. He can tell you a lot of reasons why they're medicinal.
The men have BBWs.
Oh yeah. And let me say this.
In Atlanta, for sure.
Mainstream. Put me on the summer jet ski. This is gonna be my words and my words alone. If there's any brothers out there with the BBL, there's a special place in hell for you. Hopefully, right next to Satan, so he can kick your fake ass for all of eternity. What the fuck you mean you got a BBL for?
Lord Jesus.
There's no woman that can justify a BBL. So what man could do it?
They like it. The men like it.
I'm just saying, people that get them BBL surgeries, y'all dumb. I mean, I could understand.
But they do it.
BBLs. What's wrong with BBLs?
What
you mean? What's wrong with a BBL?
A lot of people have complications afterward. A lot of people have been what is it? I don't want to say the word, but they've been murked afterward. A lot of people do not survive those. They have conditions that last for the rest of their lives. They have they're not able to remove it safely. It's a lot of complications that happen from it, and it's very little that happens from abortions. Like so it's very little.
That's not true. Actually, that's not true.
It is. It is.
Put that crap inside your body just to spend more thousands of dollars to get rid of it.
So this is the thing.
Yeah, but if you want to.
Holy,
let's talk about.
Send me the money. If y'all gonna waste money, send it right here.
Let's talk about the negative. Let's talk about the negative implications.
I'm not saying that there is no negative things
abortions. There's a lot of them. It's called sterilization. That's a sterilization
but that's
process.
After you've had 10 and 12. Okay.
No, that's not after you've had 10
that's not true.
So we're sterilizing little kids
for the most part, huh?
Yes, if you have an abortion, that's what abortion is. It's a sterilization. It's the D and C. You're getting a baby cut with scissors and suctioned out of your vagina. You're getting your uterus lining.
No, that's not.
You're getting your uterus lining scraped.
There's a pill you can take, and you can just have.
You can't take that pill after the first trimester.
Right after the first trimester, but most people do it within the first trimester. If you look at the results, most people do it early because they make the decision. They're firm on the decision. It's not too many that wait until the second.
But all of that could have been avoided if you made the right. It's bad enough you're engaging in sexual activities with somebody that you're not planning, you don't see a future with. Now you're gonna do all that extra stuff to your body, all because you made one bad decision.
Yes, yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Since we're talking about just the legal definition of the abortion, do you think a woman who had a stillbirth should be required to keep the baby in her uterus until the baby ejects itself? Because technically that would be called a forced abortion.
So this is the thing. I know 2 people that had to keep the fetus within their womb and had to vaginally deliver a stillborn child. Now, it was a very traumatizing thing. One of them, though, had to deliver a stillborn child as an after effect of an IUD implementation device. See, here's the great thing about all of these birth control options, because men always say women have a whole bunch of birth control. IUD can perforate your uterus, cause massive complications, and also cause any following like pregnancy to be stillborn or to be early, spontaneously aborted. See, those pills, those hormone pills, even the ones that cause the abortions, they have a negative impact overall on the hormone levels of the woman, which is effectively sterilization, especially when taken over long periods of time. Hormone therapy that is birth control can also cause blood clot, hair loss, weight gain, shakes, mental health implications as well. So y'all over here,
all of them.
My birth control for me caused a lot of complications. Also, cancer scares. I had a lot of complications. And I tried multiple forms because I was like, okay, I don't want to get pregnant. I'm in college. I just was trying to be very proactive about it. And every time I had blood clots, I had the patch. I did something else and I had another complication. I did some pills. So it's not always like, oh, people be like, oh, you have those many options. Not every woman. So some women, we really, like, my body reacted negatively to almost everything that they could possibly give me.
But you know,
Where I had to stop.
I hate that
You
you
know
went
what I'm
through that.
saying? So,
hate
but
that
I'm
you-
saying I didn't have no unwanted pregnancies either, though, because I knew how to track my when I was fertile and things like that. But I'm not saying that to discredit women who get pregnant by mistake, or that wasn't the intention, or the condom broke or anything. Like, it could be so many different issues that happen. Like,
so this is
I
But
can definitely
we
this is
totally
the
skip
thing. Hold
past the
on,
fact. Hold on.
hold on.
We totally skip past the fact that under abortion, it doesn't. We typically consider abortion live birth. Stillborns is still considered under abortion. Do you still believe that it's morally right for us to, as a society, to say, you know what, we have medical treatments that can help you retrieve that child out of your uterus or your body, and that's considered abortion, but we're not going to do it because of some other moral thing that we
No.
feel that you should.
What did I
This is the thing,
publicize
like
my?
It's
the
inhumane.
No, we're not doing that.
And
the
it's
What did I
very
interventions,
inhumane.
What did I prophesize my comments before I
the
went in? I said the R
interventions.
word, incest, and the mother's health. That's
So
when the
this is the thing, the interventions that are utilized for women to push children out naturally are more detrimental to the uterine space and future pregnancies than actually vaginally delivering a stillborn uterus. That's number one. Number two, in regards to the sisterhood, we can't say that, well, some women contract, because some women have polycystic ovarian syndrome, which makes their menstrual cycles very irregular. But what we all can do is, I don't know, not have sex. And if you're hot in the ass and you just have to have sex, well, there's such things called vaginal contraceptive pills, spermicides. Men can have vasectomies. Ain't nobody never.
Nigga, please.
It's just
Yeah.
unrealistic to tell people not to have sex. Like, it just happens. It's human. There's no there. It just chastity. That doesn't work. It just doesn't.
It
no,
just
Tawana.
happens.
No, Tawana. Here's the thing. We're telling on this. If you are going to have sex, you need to be able to accept accountability for what happens. And a lot of people trying to look for a way out or try to deflect blame.
I just think that it should be your personal choice. It should be a way out. It should be a way out. It should be your personal choice. Yes, there can be parameters around it. Yes, I agree with there should be some limitations to it. There should be some kind of cap on it. I agree with that. But I'm not saying that a woman should not be able to make that decision for herself, especially in extenuating circumstances, because that scenario you talked about, E-Black, I could not imagine. After the 4 kids I delivered vaginally, I could not imagine having to do something like that. It would devastate me to no end. And I had scares, of course, during my times, but to ever have to experience that and actually go through that, I would never make a decision to do that. And so if I had an option to do something else, even if that was not as healthy as the other option, I may make that decision. And I don't want that choice taken away from me under any circumstance. So to answer your question, no, I think that's inhumane to make a woman who could potentially, suffer for years and years by seeing that, witnessing that, not have an option to make that decision for herself. So yeah, I agree with you completely on that topic. Well, I understand why you brought that situation to light. But yeah, I just don't agree with us making those decisions for people in general. Just people should be able to make their own decisions.
Absolutely. Everybody go out here, have all the free sex, commit all the murder that you would like to.
Let me get to the yam.
Don't let that little tidbit be on your conscience.
But that's illegal, though. So why you can't? I mean,
Right, so
you
why
got to
should
follow the
abortion be
rules. You
legal?
got to follow what regulation, right? So even the people in the
Abortion
states,
is murder.
Abortion is not murder, though.
Abortion is murder.
Lord Jesus.
All right. Time out. All right, we've got
Abortion is murder. Life begins at conception. So this is the thing. Everybody has the right to choose whatever they want to do, but don't lie to yourself.
All right, we are going to give you guys 1 minute. 1 minute to finish voting on this. Once again, this poll right now is on the Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel. We're gonna give you 1 minute to vote on this.
Let me say this because I still stand by with what I said. When it comes to abortion, R word, incest, and mother's health is the only exception that I will make. Now, putting that to the side.
So there is exception. Like
I literally
come on now.
I have literally purposized my comment initially when I said that. R word, incest, and the mother's health.
He did
is the
say
only
that.
I said that. But now let's move on. Let's move on to something a little bit different to what Tawana say about a woman having a right to her body, her choice. If she's a single woman, I agree. Now, perhaps the one thing that I need fellas to understand is because that's all right, you really need to be careful who you're sleeping with. And ladies, you really need to be careful who you want to lay down with since you're going to be taking all that risk. Rob B just said, what are the after effects of abortion and all these other contraceptives that you use? How you may not want children today, but you may want children in the future. But now knowing the decisions you're making right now will see to it that you don't have children in the future. She already said when it comes to the elderly population, we hardly have any because of the decisions you make today. So if you're going to engage in such activities, please make sure you know who you're sleeping with, make sure you're financially prepared, and make sure the environment is the type that is acceptable to raise a child in. So that way you are less likely
outside of that, if you do want to go to your local doctor and perform a medical procedure privately, I think you should also have that option too, no matter how you got it and no matter how the scenario is. I think it is your privacy, your private human right. That is my opinion.
Every decision you take today will affect your future. That's a fact.
Come to Illinois, it's legal here.
I mean, y'all don't consider children, living in your womb. That's why a lot of y'all are horrible.
We're not talking. Oh, now we're trying. Oh my gosh!
I said what I said. Y'all don't. I said what I said. This is why so many people got babies. They don't got.
All right, close the poll.
On their seed or their eggs. It is what it is. Y'all shitty ass parents. That shit is.
Oh my god! Y'all.
36%. Thank you.
All right, we are going to close this poll. This is
I stopped spreading. I stopped breaking up my points with second and third place.
No. We actually won.
How?
Y'all was on the strongly agree side. We won.
Yes,
strongly disagree.
We had a total of 54%.
A total of 27.
Get the fuck.
You know what? Let them have it. You know
we won.
They're a whole bunch of murderers. They're gonna have.
We actually hold on. We actually represent what America is going through. Every time there's an abortion law to the ballot to the people, that vote has passed. The only way
the aftermath of what America's going through.
All right.
Y'all going to hell. All the good people are dead, and all you kids are shitty. I said what I said.
We are the people. That's right.
Jace, good people, Jace.
Sorry, they agree with us, y'all.
Shout out to everybody that has never had to kill a baby.
I am 3 for 3.
Lord Jesus.
I am 3.
Hey, bro, stop the fight! Stop the fight! Stop the fight! There we go. Oh, it's over with.
It's over with. It's done.
What is it then? That's JJ Carver. That's a good damn question. What is it if it's not a baby? It's just something to put on a daily agenda. It's something to put on your planner list. Oh shit! I don't want to have a baby by this nigga. So stop that Planned Parenthood and delete this thing.
It's a thought until it come out in this damn world.
Damn, how do they verify your pregnancy, right? Even before you have your abortion, they have to verify your pregnancy. What they do as a medical professional is they take you into a room in a sonogram.
Mhm.
They listen to the heartbeat. So you make the decision after listening to your child's heartbeat.
It's no heartbeat.
Hey, bro, stop the fight! Stop the fight!
It's no
Stop the
heartbeat.
fight!
I'm be quiet though. This is why I don't answer controversial shit. Y'all want to know the real truth. Y'all want to know the real truth. When I say neutral, let me be neutral. I'm gonna hurt y'all feelings. I make y'all really look at y'all damn self. Don't play with it.
Girl, ain't nobody looking at they self. I think that's just your opinion. But I don't believe
No, it's the truth. That's how they verify your pregnancy. You listen to a heartbeat to verify your pregnancy. You literally cannot have a verification of a pregnancy.
All right.
Now listen to
I'm
a
gonna make an executive decision.
No, y'all ain't gotta shut us up. Under 8 weeks, you can't hear no damn heartbeat. You know that. How many damn kids you got?
Is that
Actually, you can.
Yes, that is true. I didn't have 4 kids.
When we found out,
Lord Jesus.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen.
Next question. The very next question is:
Oh, y'all be. I know what y'all be doing.
higher education should be free.
huh?
Higher education should be free.
Define higher education.
Huh?
Define higher education, like college.
Anything after, I'm guessing, free education.
Nigga.
That would be, I guess, if you're going to middle school or whatever school you're going to.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Higher education is college, right? No.
I think so. I think it's college. Okay.
It could be trade school. It could be
community college. Okay, that's cool. That's
secondary, post-secondary education.
Yes. So.
Okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's just talk about this, Chris.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let everybody go first because. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. I'm going to strongly agree.
Shit.
Chris.
Tawana.
Go, Tawana.
Damn. Because I'm stuck in between, and I gotta explain why. I'll say agree, kinda.
Agree, kinda. Okay, there is an agree. Robbie.
I strongly agree so that people can know fetal heartbeat is detected at 5 weeks, not 6. And most of y'all don't even miss no goddamn period until after the baby is 6.
Lord Jesus.
Well,
y'all not finna play in my face. Y'all not finna
just
play
have
in my
an
face.
abortion before the heartbeat wait, and then it's not murder.
First of all, y'all don't even know y'all pregnant until after 5-6 weeks. The heartbeat start at 5 weeks. What y'all talking about?
I knew this was gonna happen.
Be quiet. Go on ahead now. Go on ahead.
Okay.
This is why education should be free. Now I'm about to cook y'all asses. Strongly agree.
I strongly disagree.
Okay.
Girl,
all right.
It don't matter if it's a heartbeat. It ain't. It's not murder.
Yes, everybody let your heartbeat stop right now.
Here's the thing.
Let your heartbeat stop right now.
It's not murder.
I'm gonna let all three of y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all wrong answers out first, then I'll go last.
You disagree that it should
strongly.
Okay. I feel like I'm kind of on your side a little bit, but I'll go because I do.
No.
I feel like higher education, if it's gonna raise my taxes, hell no, it can't be free. But I do agree that it is too damn expensive. Like everybody should be able to have access to higher education, and I think it is unrealistic for a lot of people because of how much it costs. So, do I agree that it should be free? I think it should be affordable. Yes, so I agree. That's why I didn't strongly agree because I'm in between because I know that it will raise taxes. I know that it can impact other things. That's not, necessarily fair to.
So if you're saying that if it should be affordable, then you're not saying it's free. So I can say you're against free. So I can put you on.
I don't want to say I'm against free. I just am on the fence with it because I don't want taxes to go up because of it.
Okay.
Because some people choose not to go to higher education.
Your taxes, or what about other people's taxes?
That's what I'm saying. Taxes in general. Like
No. Let's be specific. What about other people's taxes? If, say, Warren Buffett got a bigger tax and we were able to provide free a higher education, that's one person out of the 200 million plus people. One person. If you raise one person's tax.
Okay, but see,
would
you E Black, I don't agree with what you be saying because you say tax
Nobody does.
more. You try to get me, 3 shows ago. No, I don't necessarily say, okay, based on your income bracket, your taxes, whatever. Okay, but I'm just saying that, yes, I agree to a certain extent that it should be free. Yes, I agree. Okay, but I have my reasons why I'm kind of not strongly agreeing. That's all I'm saying.
Robbie, what do you say? You're muted.
Yeah, it should be free. These people not going to take advantage of free education, even if it's given to them, because so many people that exist in this world should, in fact, probably have been aborted because the mentality of them is very minimalistic at best. So if we give everybody free education, then the cream can truly rise to the top. And I said what I said.
All right. I believe higher education should be free because it is on the government to ensure its citizens are good citizens. I think everybody wants to see somebody enter into a trade. I think we want to have better paying jobs. We want to have an educated force. If high schools were back into trade building rather than just basically housing and testing, or not housing and testing, but just testing students, I would say, you know what, we could have affordable education. But being that high schools are now not doing what they're properly to do, and now the last thing I've checked was community colleges, they're like $50 per credit now. Taking a year, half a semester right now is about $1,500, $3,000 plus books. You're gonna take a loan out for that anyway. It's a revolving door cycle. I think the government has to look at how do we create a better workforce, and I think free education, however that's designed, whether it be a trade, whether it be 2-year college, whether it be special employment or specialized employment or internships, I'm for it. So Christopher J,
Shut up. Get shut
Y'all done? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Let me get myself ready because y'all put me to sleep with that
and
bullshit.
everything.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Y'all put me to sleep with that bullshit. So, here's why I disagree with all that stuff. Because for the same reason, I'm going to use y'all weapons against y'all. You guys brought up community college. You guys brought up trade school. Those are cheaper than most universities. I don't know what the average tuition is. Let's just use Texas Southern University and University of Houston. Both of them literally located down the street from each other. You're talking like for 15 hours, you're looking at $3,000 a semester, maybe $3,500 a semester. Now we have Houston Community College. I think E-Black said $50 per credit. A little bit higher than that, but let's stick with $50 per credit, which is all the more reason why higher education should not be for free. You don't have to do your freshman year, your sophomore years in these big ass universities when you go get that exact same education at a community college, and you can get your associate's degree. Then while you're building up your grades, you can actually start filling out for scholarships. There's billions of dollars of scholarship that has not been touched. So you talk about higher education should be free. The money's literally out there. Go get it. Billions of dollars are going to go untouched this year because people rather do some whatever they want to do. They rather go say, man, education, this stuff, this $300,000 tuition I'm paying should be for free. Well, why don't you get your grades up and go register for these scholarships so they can take care of that? Why are students from overseas who got to pay out of state costs or even out of country costs. I know because my cousin's from London. I saw how much his tuition was. He busted his ass, got his grades right, and now he can pay in-state fees, and on top of that, scholarships. So to say that these universities, this higher education should be for free, if you want it to be free, go register for your scholarships, but make sure your GPA is up and your grades are there. Otherwise, stop looking for a handout. You had from pre-K all the way to 12th grade to get that figured out. I don't want to hear no excuses when we get to college. You either got it or you don't.
Chris, school is a business. That's bull though. Like school is a fucking business. They're trying to profit off of students. You making it seem like it's all about education. If your ass don't pay your tuition, they will not let you go to class. So if it was all about education, then they'll let me go to damn school no matter what the hell happened. So it's a lie. They won't let me finish. Won't give you your degree, nothing if you don't pay. So
He'd like me to Mike. I got her. Keep going.
No, because their last statement was that you have to pay for college. Let's remind people, colleges used to be free. Colleges, colleges, public state colleges that were funded by the government used to be free.
Oh, nice.
And they used to take the NBA. What's your point?
1847 in New York.
What the hell? 18? Come on now.
Why?
You're on our side, okay?
What was the cost of living in 1847? What was the cost of living in 1847?
We wasn't even free.
That's why it was free, because
why the hell we talking about a time that black folks couldn't even go to damn college. We talking about now.
I'm reading this. City University of New York were tuition free up until the 1960s. There were colleges that were free. In fact, I remember the state of California did have a free college system.
And when the university realized that the government is not funding them enough to compensate for these teachers and all this other stuff, then what happened?
It was actually the influx of new college students.
Oh, so the more students came to the school, the more opportunities for the colleges to make money, and that way you could properly compensate these teachers who already is underpaid enough, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was when black people entered into the educational system. Because God forbid they let black people get an education for free. That's when they started charging. Oops, shit. Did I say that out loud? I thought I was on mute.
But back to what Tawana said. Tawana, with everything that you said, there is literally, and I mean literally, billions of dollars of untouched scholarships.
Yeah, so because have you ever tried to get one of them damn scholarships? It's virtually impossible.
No. I tried.
It's virtually impossible. I tried to get at 20 and got like $1,000. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh no, it's a hustle. It's a hustle.
It's such a hustle.
20 today, 30 tomorrow, 30 tomorrow, like 40 the next day.
Do you understand? I wrote like 50 papers. I had them reviewed by all the professors and shit.
You know what?
I still didn't get no damn money.
Tawana just gave me a good idea.
Because you should have wrote one good paper that was generic to fit all them scholarships.
No, but you couldn't
send them
because
out.
the questions are specific to that. So it's not, you can't even do it like that. And I wish I could. But trust me, the ones we definitely reused. But you can't do that. Those questions be unique,
man.
To whatever you're
talking about. I will admit it was rather difficult me to do scholarships. Like someone had to like really walk me through how to fill out a scholarship because it was some goofy shit. Maybe some of the ones I try to register for. However, if the questions are something like the ones that we're doing right now, higher education should be free. Trust me, I'm going to knock out maybe 300 or 400 words without even trying, just based off of a freestyle. So if you really don't like writing, you better learn to love it. If you don't like reading, just like me, you better figure it out. There's billions of dollars of untouched money, and you're paying how many thousands of dollars in tuition. On top of that, you forgot we have to add in the textbooks too. Come on now, what are we doing here?
So here's the thing. For those of you that have learning disabilities and have like issues with reading, there is software that actually will read the documents on the screen to you. For those of you that have issues with writing, there is software programs that will write papers for you. If you can prove to your college
Chat
that you
GPT.
have not Chat GPT, this is it's
You will
different
get
than that.
kicked
Like
out of
you can
college.
actually like to speak, yeah, ChatGPT would be plagiarizing, but you can speak into software in your own voice and write papers. You can also go to your student union if you have difficulties with learning, and they will give you extended time on tests and accommodate your learning needs. Just FYI. It's a lot easier than people think.
Yeah, yeah. There are special accommodations. However, it does. I think we're missing the point that, like
Right.
I said,
I'm like, wait, what we talking about now, y'all? Because y'all
I
made
think
me roll off. Okay.
I
It's education
We
supposed
talk
to
about
be
why
free.
money ain't free.
Well, yes, education should be goddamn free. Okay.
Please go get your grades up. And it
Now,
starts in high
You're
school. It
welcome,
starts in
Steve.
high
but
school.
you
I
do
will say
know,
that.
you do know how now you have the private. So, like, even though education is essentially free, right? But you can put your kid in private school. You can put them in a different, you can choose.
There's
I think
scholarships for that too. Yeah,
let's have
I
the
agree.
options. Let's have the options. I agree with having the options.
There's there is scholarships for like private schools for high schools.
Yeah,
I didn't know that up until maybe a few years ago. But yeah, there's scholarships there. Now, how much scholarships? I don't know. That's still a new
it's a lot.
concept
It's a
to me.
lot. It's funding that helps pay for it completely. But again,
Mm.
that's the competitive process. It's not like, oh yeah, automatic. If you apply, you're just gonna get it. No, you have to write essays. You have to answer questions. You have to, you have to be diligent. It's kind of like going to damn college sometimes with some of those schools. So I mean, my son got
Mhm.
athletic scholarships, so it's different. I think it's hard. It's not like it's easy. It's just gonna be given to you.
Oh, it's never going to be
Yeah,
easy. Trust me.
somebody, yeah, first, yeah, that shit wasn't given to me. I went to college and actually paid, and I actually still paying on my goddamn student loans now, like, and graduated. So it's not like, oh, I went to college and I just got a free ride. No, yeah, they gave me so much money, but I still had to take out loans every year, and I
Mhm.
still owe those loans. Goddamn it, paying every month on these fucking loans.
Hey, bye.
The money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Hey, Joe. Before you
Right.
get kicked out of office, can you forgive her student loans, please, and thank you?
I'm
Listen,
okay.
I did request for that, but they, yeah, that's some bullshit.
I'm gonna pay
I
mine.
don't think they're gonna forgive, but whatever.
I'm going back to
I ain't
school.
gonna go down that rabbit hole, but yeah.
I'm going back to school for my last semester this year. But once I'm done, I'm gonna start paying on my school loan just to get my credit score up. That's all. It's
Chris is going for ceramics class. He's
fuck
like,
you,
Leisure studies. That's what
fuck
the people
you.
did at my school. They went to school for like leisure studies and shit. Like, did something real easy.
Fuck all of you.
It was really sad. It was really sad.
no. But I think I really do think that we should, once again, as us as a higher society, first-rate society, we should have a way of thinking better than what we're doing. I think we've created a system to where businesses or colleges have used the federal government as a business, and they're abusing and it's just become a money pit. And I think we should figure out a certain way to kind of like get this resolved. But no matter what, I think we should give every student and every citizen an ability and a trade to come and make money. And that's
Robbie, who the hell says I major in Lego box? Tell them to kiss my black ass.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Hey, fuck you, J.J. Crawford.
Yeah, they, don't read the comments, Chris, because people can be, they can be kind of.
Nah,
But
shout
anyway,
out to JJ. He good people. JJ good people.
but here's the thing, though. What I will say is, if somebody in higher education is listening and have impact on these types of regulations, before my son go to college in 3 years, can you make the decision to make that shit free? And I'm gonna be good, just 3 years. That's all.
Man, I'm gonna tell my son, you better get some scholarships. I ain't paying for your
Here's the
college.
thing: why are parents not financially preparing for their children? I mean,
It's hard to.
BBL.
Oh,
I believe- hey,
don't assume that I'm not financially prepared.
I'm not.
Lord Jesus.
Why would
It's
you
called-
take
it's
that
called a
personal? I'm talking
hey,
about
Rob.
overall.
No, but
a
I'm
whole bunch
saying,
of parents
you
don't
said
prepare.
it right after my comment as if I'm not.
Oh no.
No,
And I
your
would
comment,
like to keep my
your
money.
comments
if I
sparked a
promise.
thought. There's a whole bunch of people that are not financially planning for their children. I guess that's why they're going and
I
getting all
wanna
these
Hey,
that
ladies.
delusions.
Hey, I got
But
it. I got a suggestion.
the point that I was, hold on, let me finish saying what I'm saying. The point that I'm making is simply this: like, while people is out here tricking and wasting money and doing all of this and all of that, you should be preparing for your children's educations and your futures. Like, do y'all even have wills? I just be wondering sometimes when I be looking at people that be out here spending $30,000 on watches and shit like that. If you die today, is that $30? Does that $30,000 watch have a good resale value? Is your kids gonna eat that shit? Do you have a trust?
It should.
I just be wondering.
For $30,000, it should.
It won't. It doesn't. It won't have a high resale value because gold is usually low value. It's just a name that they're paying for, and them diamonds is usually crushed. They ain't worth shit. Let me stop. Let me stop. I told y'all, leave me alone.
I do want to. I do want to say this to the parents out there: open up 529.
Yeah.
Open up 529 for your kids.
Right.
Start putting something in there right now. You don't have to put hundreds of dollars in it. Put $20 here, $25 there. Just put money in it constantly, so that way when they do turn 18, it's time for them to go to college. You'll just thank me later. Just invest right now.
Create a trust, and then put your money in another country. Make sure you have a whole bunch of members so that nobody can ever touch the money individually.
Do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous nonsense.
You're right. I'm poor. I don't know none of y'all.
You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me on pocket watching with JT. You're not gonna get me on pocket watching with JT talking about. Look at Raw B with this financial advice. You know, so salute to her.
Go ask him if he's about his business. He'll tell you about them trusts and them offshore accounts and how you're supposed to structure them to protect your children. But y'all do it the American way. Go America.
Oh, okay. All right. We're actually gonna close this one out, get to our speed round, and wrap this show up.
Damn, 3 for 1, 3 for 1. Can't win them all.
Where do it?
I mean, technically 2 for 2, but you know.
I'm 3 for 1. Get the fuck out of here.
Chris, you did good this round. We'll give you I'll say 150 points.
What? I swear to God, y'all get more than 150 points, we're gonna fight. So now I'm counting ass.
The points mean shit.
You know,
this shit.
They don't mean
370, 375 for the rest of us.
Fuck all of us.
All right, let's get to our next. Let's get to our speaker, Chris. Chris be ready to pop a vessel, man. He be going. All right.
No, Chris.
All right. Famous people have famous people don't have a right to privacy.
Look, I need glasses to read this shit. What is this fuzzy ass shit you got on this thing? What is that? Famous people.
You can't focus this, man.
What in the hell? What kind of computer you got? An Android?
Famous people don't have a right to privacy. Yeah, I strongly agree.
Famous people don't have a right to privacy?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me read that again.
Have a right to privacy.
Famous people don't have a right to privacy.
I have to keep saying it. Like, help me think about what I think about that.
Famous people don't have a right to. Oh no! I ain't gonna be that guy. I strongly disagree. Get the fuck out of my business. Strongly disagree.
You strongly disagree?
Yeah.
All right. Robbie, what do you think?
I strongly disagree.
You strongly disagree?
Mm-hmm.
Tawana?
I disagree.
You damn it.
I disagree. I mean, I'm this close to saying agree, but
you good right here. You good right here. Go ahead and fight back, you black.
I disagree. I guess I disagree.
I'm not fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
I disagree too. So
Oh, what the fuck? You ain't shit.
I mean, people deserve privacy. Why I don't strongly agree? It's because I don't agree to a sense because I do feel like any individual deserves some sort of privacy. But do I think that some things are people will want to have access to their lives and should? Yeah.
yeah, I think what it is certain. I think if you've created a brand based on your lifestyle, much like reality stars do, and sometimes you've opened up your life to it. If you had a baby and you put your baby all online, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, we want our privacy. It's like, hold on. You've capitalized off of us so much. You've got us invested in a story. You're gonna have to give us something, and I think it's just that's the reason why I slightly disagree, because I do believe that there are certain people who actually have benefited off of opening up their real lives, and then it's like, okay, well, after you've done that, you don't really have a right to privacy.
Right.
But at the same time, I disagree. I do think that famous people do have certain rights, and yeah, just because you're famous for playing football, basketball, doing even politics, you do have a right. But even in politics, I do believe your privacy is very limited too. I do believe that we have a right to look at every single thing that you've said or done for the benefit of our country. So I slightly disagree, but only because I do believe that there are certain exceptions to it. So
Man, stay out of my business. I am YouTube famous, and I don't want no one in my business. And for the most part, unless I volunteer my business moving forward, everybody should just stay out of it. So now you want to talk, let's bring up the Kardashians. What if they're so as open or transparent as they are, there's some things that if they say, I don't want this out in the public, keep it to yourself. I hardly hear about what Kylie is doing in her personal life unless it's pertaining to her business. And while people say we need to know like how the babies are doing, what's it like being a single mother, none of your fucking business. There's other things in this world to worry about versus what's going on in my life. Go find something else to do with your life. Matter of fact, go look at your life. Make it entertaining. Make it worth talking. Stop worrying about other people's stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. And since we all agreed to disagree on this particular topic, we're gonna
We
close.
all disagree, so it's like,
Yeah, get to the next topic with your lying ass.
I mean, I do.
Lightning round. We tired. It is 10:30. Lightning round. Yeah.
Okay. Private companies should be allowed to ban whoever they want.
Oh, I strongly agree.
Ban.
Yep.
Ban meaning they can't shop. What do you mean by? I guess.
They have the right to refuse service.
Okay. I'm curious as to what you mean by ban. Like,
ban.
I understand what ban.
I didn't write the cards, but just to let you know.
Okay,
but,
yeah, you're right. You didn't write it, so I guess see. Sometimes you can just interpret it the way you choose to. So, Okay, go ahead. Everybody,
all right.
Think about
it quickly, Tawana.
Go with somebody else. I can't think.
Robbie,
put the question back up.
Yep, strongly agree.
You strongly agree?
Yes.
Okay. Chris?
I strongly agree.
You strongly agree? Joanna?
I don't know.
Tawana is a liberal. She's
all right,
liberal. She doesn't agree. Everybody should do what they want to do.
I got Tawana, you own some type of nail salon or whatever the case may be. A customer comes in there and just being loud, disruptive, messing up the vibe, damaging your items, and you made a decision like, you know what? Do I want your business? Do I want your money, or do I want you to leave my store and never come back? What would you?
Or you can have you can have a business that says I don't want any black people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I disagree because I feel like, yes, of course, in that circumstance, I agree with what private companies. But when they do it based on a protected class, I don't agree. Just because somebody's gay or somebody is black or somebody has a specific religion or something like that, I don't agree in those instances. So what do you put me in? You determine black because that's my answer. Okay. Yes, when they're protected class, I disagree that you should be able to ban them from your private company. So no, I don't
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay.
It's
And
cool
I'm
when
gonna
they do it. The private one won't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
move over to disagree because I actually do not believe private companies in America should be able to um
Okay, put
do
me
that.
over there with you. I don't
Why
know.
do y'all go where y'all tolerate it? Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, because they want to have someone tell them, as an individual who has inalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that their private time must be encroached upon by things that they do not agree with, nor do they want, because we have to accept everybody. Everybody gets a participation trophy.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's not it.
This,
That is exactly it.
the strength of the United States government, the dollar is backed by its strength of the United States government. That dollar in a public forum should be treated as equally within its citizen. So I do believe in private clubs and private things, but when you're on a public forum or spectrum and you're offering public products, for instance, like say a grocery store, I do not believe there should be privatized banning of specialized classes. So therefore, I cannot allow any business to ban whoever they want within
A
reason.
private company is
I
a
believe
private
within
company.
reason.
A
I
company
believe
that's publicly traded is a publicly traded
no, no,
company.
no, no,
A
no.
private company is
A public,
exactly
they're in
that.
the
It's
public.
private.
They're in the
The
public
dollar is backed
domain.
by nothing.
No,
There is no gold in Fort Knox. Stop the cap.
Why are
That's
you
why
talking about
the dollar is being devaluated every fucking day. Like, stop this shit. We are talking about private companies and private citizens. Now, I love it because the example always is, oh, well, ban all black people. If you're a black ass person and you want to fucking crackers in your motherfucking store, you say, fuck it, I don't want nobody that wears a motherfucking swastika to come in my shit. So they should be able to come in your shit and they wear a swastika?
So you think your children should be banned from school because of their skin color?
What are you
We're talking
talking
about
about?
private companies
Oh,
being allowed
private
to ban
schools.
whoever
You think
that
you
they
think
want to.
private schools should ban you?
A school is not a private company. A
Oh,
school is
what about a
funded by
private
the federal
company
government.
school? What
You
about a
don't know
private?
such goddamn thing of a private company school.
You think a charter school should be able to do that?
A charter school is still funded by the federal government.
No, that's a private school. All right, a
It's
private
No, the
school.
fuck it ain't.
Do you think a private school should be able to prevent black people?
I think private schools already ban whoever they don't want to go. Look at Harvard. Are you reaching the parameters that it takes to get inside of Harvard?
It's
Are
not
you
a ban.
reaching the parameters that it takes to get inside of Lord's private school? See, there is standards, right? Now, someone can try to fight with the owner and say you're violating hate crimes in America, and then that's a lawsuit for the Supreme Court system. But private entity companies that are not funded nor regulated by the government have the right to operate how they want to. This is America. What are we talking about? Y'all acting like y'all stuck on slow today. I'm not. You know what? Good night, y'all. Good night.
This is we hold on. I got a special one for that. Hold on.
Yeah, put the special one on.
I got a special for that one.
No,
He got cooked. I don't care about that. He got cooked.
What's that?
He almost wanted to quit too.
no, I definitely
Why?
I definitely I agree with what you said to the most part. Like, it is not okay to ban people based on a protected class. Now, can you ban people who come in and violate your store or pose some potential threat? Absolutely. I don't. If you're banning a group or a class of people, that to me is wrong. So that's why I couldn't. Completely.
No socks, no shoes, no service. That's a fucking ban by private companies. What are we talking about here, Jesus?
But I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
So you want to go in the store with no shoes on? You want to go in the store with your titty showing?
Yeah. If I don't think that. I don't think that. And
well, now that you put it that way,
Lord Jesus.
Lord Jesus is right.
But let me. But there, I think everybody heard about this situation. There was this one Christian pastry shop, and a gay couple came in and they wanted to make a cake. She refused service because it was going to violate her personal beliefs. Are you guys saying she, against her spiritual beliefs, should have took their service?
No, we got a better example. You got somebody looking like a whole pig pen. They literally got a dust cloud hanging around them. They got flies buzzing on them, bugs falling off of them. You in a restaurant. The private corporation don't got no right to tell they nasty ass that they can't come into the restaurant, right?
For life?
What did you say, Chris?
To ban them for life?
Right.
Is that what the question said?
Well, here's the thing. Like
usually when you ban them,
hold on, y'all. I literally deal with this day in and day out.
Okay.
Albeit against my will, but I got a job to do.
Okay.
We have stores, restaurants, whatever. They ban people because if they don't want your service, they don't want your service, and it's usually based off of what the customer did to have their rights taken away from them.
Right.
You're leaving a private company no other option but to say you got to go because now you're messing up business for my employees and the customers. You're ruining their experience. So I don't want your money. All money's not good money. You can go.
Look, we're talking about behavior. We're talking about premeditated banning people, saying, you know what, I believe a private company should say.
We're all talking about different things.
Here we go, E-Black.
And I do agree with individualized banning. Like, okay, yeah, that's an instance where I would say go ahead and ban that person.
If you're working in a glass factory, yes, you should have shoes on. I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
And on a construction site should have a hard hat on.
It's not about logic. It's about discriminating against people and making that legal. No, or being able to ban people based on something that's discriminatory. No, I don't.
Let's fight back.
So Tawana. Y'all can't say that. So E-Black, a little social club, right? That private-owned company that your friend belongs to.
No, you can't.
That charges all of that money every year. They're banning everybody that's poor, which is a protected class. You don't think they should have the right to do that?
They're not banning anybody. They're just
yes, they are. What are y'all talking about? Do you not know how companies ban? This is why education should be free, ladies and gentlemen. Companies ban by making sure they are exclusive enough that you cannot interact with your product. Cool. They're not rolling around here saying, hey, all you poor ass niggas, better fuck out my business. No, they just set the bar so high that if you was a poor ass motherfucker, you cannot come in their business.
We're going down a goddamn rabbit hole. The damn question is just, do you think that they should? Your ass is talking about what they do on the inside and what's.
No, I'm talking about actual businesses that have the right to ban right now, like private companies have the right to ban. Y'all talking about protected groups. Protected groups is not part of the question. So y'all bringing in protected groups and your feelings and your emotions. The reality is a private company has the right to ban anybody. Y'all know what the link hit for. Butterflies, just hit the pole. We not arguing.
Hey, bro, stop the fight. There we go. Oh, it's over with.
My thing is,
all right. The next.
No.
We're done. I'm ready to go to bed too.
Don't talk about it, but you can't tell other people not to talk about their emotions. You can control what you say. That's it.
It was satire.
We are talking about private companies. Legally, y'all can't tell a private company not to ban anybody. Anybody that owns a private company has a right to not serve anybody. And if someone feels like their rights are being violated, then they have the right to initiate a lawsuit based on hate crimes. But at the end of the day, saying that private companies shouldn't have the right to ban is literally violating the rights of every single individual in the United States of America.
And also real quick,
there's specialities to that. When you are on the public domain, you can be a private company, but when you have a public domain, like you're selling products to the public, that is a different industry, and then you cannot do that.
First of all,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No. We're gonna talk about this because people talk about businesses and they don't know what they're talking about unless you have stock. on the NASDAQ market, on the stock exchange, unless your company is a publicly traded IPO. You are a private company. Stop the fucking cap.
I thought you
were misleading people.
Fast round, E-Black. God damn it. What's the next question? Shit. We don't agree.
Facebook ban y'all niggas every day. Facebook put y'all in jail. YouTube put y'all asses in jail. Community guidelines strike. Y'all can't post
Next question. Because
y'all get on my nerves today. Y'all get on my nerves today.
I be getting banned from Facebook all the goddamn time.
That's a private company. See, that's why Tawana don't want the private companies to ban. She tired of Facebook. She about to write Facebook a strongly worded letter tonight. She's gonna be like, "Fuck you, Facebook."
Actually, don't ban me.
No,
write
they
TikTok
have rules and I violate them. And
actually, write TikTok. No. Write TikTok a letter.
I do deserve to be banned. I violate them. I am discriminatory. I do talk shit. I am a male basher on there sometimes. So they do need to.
What?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
Now. Somebody come get the link.
Send me the link.
She knows that side.
Send me the link.
But I don't show.
I want your link. I want your link.
Y'all come get Tawana now.
Fellas, I'm coming to the rescue. Tag me in. I got this.
Okay.
Next question, man. Next question.
Come on, what's the next question? Because I'm
lightning round over. We got 4 minutes. We got 3 minutes. Lightning round over.
The lightning round is over.
Is it?
Oh,
okay.
All right.
It's time for everybody to go to bed. Because y'all fighting that sleep today. Y'all cutting up.
No, something wrong with you today. You need to make sure.
I'm going to be
Lord Jesus.
I ain't going to bed. We got something to talk about.
Don't show your damn camera next time.
I got to talk about Dave Chappelle tonight, so.
Because you didn't want to show your camera and your ass acted a fool. And Chris,
because I'm tired of y'all. I be chilling. I be chilling every show.
You every show before this show. So now you smiling and shit. And you
That's right. I be chilling every show. Today is my turn up show. I'm turning up today.
Doing an uncomfortable time.
Hold on. Rob B hits us with the late ASMR shows. Yes, and y'all ladies, and you did it. She hits us with the late, and it turns up on us. Please, Jesus.
I have.
Jesus, cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say, under the blood. Under the blood.
I have an uncomfortable.
There ain't no last question. I'm sorry. There's no last question.
Police. This is why we need to police. This is why we cannot defund the motherfucking police.
See, that's why I didn't answer that question. E-Black tried to set it up. He said, episode 7, I'm going to make Rob B be triggered. I'm going to make her cut up today. Welcome.
Yes, I did. You see the confetti? You see the confetti? This is what I got my win. So good.
We out of here.
Peace, y'all.